Hi YouTube people, I'm welcoming you all again in another video. So today we're gonna start with token. Token is a topic in Python programming. So let's begin. We assume token as the smallest unit of program in Python. Token includes 5 components as you can see on the screen. We're gonna start with first one which named as keyword. ओके तो हम यहाँ पे अब फर्स्ट जो पहला हमारा है टोकन उसका नाम है कीवर्ड और हम उसके साथ स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं सो लेट्स मूव ऑन Keywords are those words which are already reserved in our Python programming language. But we can't use these keywords as our identifier. Well, I'm gonna tell you what identifier exactly means in a proper explanation with next slide. Now be focused on keywords, what they actually are. Okay, so this table as you can see on the screen, which includes all kind of keywords which we are using in Python programming language, and these keywords are totally reserved their space in their language. Can't use them as giving the name of variables, constraints, functions. Okay guys, so let's move on our next point which named as identifier. What identifier actually mean is basically identifier is the thing which we use to give identity of any kind of or any sort of program in our programming language. We use this in every language, so we also need to learn this thing in Python also. A Python identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class, module, or other object. An identifier starts with a letter A to Z, with a small letter or with a capital letters. We can use it with both of them or an underscore. You must remember that never give a space in a letters or in a word. If you want to give the space between the words or letters, just use underscore followed by 0 or more letters. Underscores are digit 0 to 9. Python does not allow special characters. Identifiers must not be a keyword of a Python. Python is a case sensitive programming language. We can use capital letters also, we can use small letters, so it doesn't matter. Thus, roll number and roll number are two different identifiers in Python. As you can see screen on the screen, we call both of the name as an identifier in our Python programming, but both of them are two different name. Why? Because it is a case. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the last topic of today, which named as literals. Literals in Python can be defined as number, text, or other data that represents values to be stored in variables. First literal we can say is string. String is the set of characters which we use when there are a number of words or number of characters present in our variable, in our given variable. At that time we are using string function or string literal. An integer literal is used to define a numerical variable. For an example, as you can see on the screen, age equals to 22. On the other hand, we also used float for numerical values. But the difference between both integer and float is that the float values must be in decimal number and the integer doesn't store any kind of decimal number. So we just have to take care of that thing. On the next point, we have a non-literal. Okay guys, so that's all for today and thanks for watching this video. We are left with two topics, operators and punctuators. In the next class, we're gonna cover both of the topics in a proper way.